I've been putting off this video for a really long time. I think just because I wanted it to be perfect, and I just accepted that it's not really gonna be perfect. And yeah, so essentially, I'm here to share with you guys how I lost 60 pounds in 3 months. And so there are like three phases to what I did. I'm gonna try and make this as simple as possible. So the first phase, I lost about 20 pounds in the first 2 weeks. And that's because I was coming from eating like crap and I was transitioning into completely changing the way I ate. And so for those first 2 weeks, I only ate 500 calories and I walked like 20,000 steps per day on average, right? And I did that for the first 2 weeks, just prioritizing my steps, limiting my calories, and I lost about 20 pounds. And then after that, I decided that this is not really sustainable in terms of one, my calories were too low, and I didn't want my metabolism to slow down too quickly, and it's not really sustainable. So I decided to go into fasting, which seems even more extreme, but my thinking was that at least it would cause my metabolism not to slow down too much. So from there, I transitioned to fasting over the next like total 3 month span. And what I would usually do is like I did some long-term fasts, like I did like a 10-day fast and a 7-day fast, but for the most part I would do like 3 to 4 day fasts or 5-day fast and like have 2 days off where I ate whatever I wanted. And this allowed me to kind of somewhat rev up my metabolism because I realized times when my weight loss was slowing down, my body was just getting so used to like not eating and being on limited calories. So having days where I allowed myself to like eat what I wanted, it kind of allowed there to be a balance. And like a lot of my weight loss occurred from like December to February. And over that time, there's a lot of holidays. So I think this really worked well for me because I was able to like fast during the week. During the weekends, I would have my eating window. I could eat what I wanted to eat. So it still allowed me to enjoy like moments like my anniversary, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. So it really worked for me. And throughout this time, I prioritized like really hitting my steps. Like I didn't really always prioritize going to the gym. Sometimes I did, but for the most part, I tried to, range from like 15,000 to 30,000 steps at times, which 30,000 was more rare, but like on average, I would say 15 to 20,000 steps per day. Some days I didn't hit that, sure, definitely, but that was kind of like what I was aiming to do. And I really just incorporated fasting. And there's so many benefits of fasting. Fasting is not the same as starving yourself. And for me, it really helped me lose weight quickly. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it for people who are trying to lose weight quickly. But I would say, in terms of long term, the people who it's not good for is also people who, like me, struggle with binge eating. And so I think because of that, since I did stop fasting, like something happened in my life where I got like really depressed. And so because of that, I did put on a little bit of weight. And so I've kind of switched my lifestyle. So I'm doing something different now that's really working for me and it's helping me to also build muscle. So I'll share that in another video if you guys are interested. But I just wanted to talk about how I lost that initial weight loss. And this was so important for me because during quarantine, I had gained a ton of weight and it was affecting me like really badly. Like some of it was relationship weight, some of it was quarantine weight, and it was just bad. And like fasting was really what made me see a huge difference. So for those of you who are interested in it, I would say it definitely works. I would say that you have to be very careful of how you come off it and what is going on in your life at that time. Because I know when I came off it, like there was a lot of things going on in my life that was very challenging for me, and it would have been challenging for me regardless of what lifestyle and what I was doing. So I definitely don't regret doing fasting. It's something that I still plan to incorporate. So yeah, I would say the key takeaways from this video are: you get a fitness tracker. I use a Fitbit. You can get whatever you want, but literally a fitness tracker has changed my life, no lie. And then incorporate fasting if it's something that you think might work for you, but only do it, one, if you've talked to a health professional and they've deemed it safe. Two, make sure that you have a plan when you're coming off your fast. If you struggle with binge eating, maybe it's something that you would want to avoid, or really have a plan for like, this is how I'm going to eat when I'm not fasting. And that's what I'm working on now. I'm working on how I actually eat. And so fasting is a great way to lose weight, but when you are actually eating, you need to figure out a healthy way to eat. And so that's what I'm working on. And so I think that's very important as well. And overall, beyond any like fad diets type thing, I don't think fasting should be a fad because it's so healthy for you to take breaks from eating, right? So finding some way to incorporate in your lifestyle, if it's okay with your like health professional, who you should like prioritize and ask. And I think that can always be a benefit. But if you're trying to lose all your weight from fasting, I would just say be careful of one, how you plan to come out of it. Two, if you've addressed like your negative eating habits, because that will derail you once you come out of it. But overall, fasting really, I think, changed my life. And it helped me believe in myself because I was like, wow, I did this. Like, so I have a lot of clips and videos that I will share about like my fasting journey and about what I'm doing now. So definitely like and subscribe if you're interested in that. But I just wanted to kind of make this video to kind of summarize where I've been, what I've been doing. I lost 60 pounds in 3 months. It's definitely possible. I started out by counting calories, but yeah, like I think there are positives and benefits to that, but you do have to be careful when you're trying to be in such a low deficit because that can affect your metabolism, and that's why I incorporated fasting for me personally. But fasting doesn't take away, we think it's going to take away all our issues with food, and it helps a little bit, but I think you still need to address those issues. So overall, better than any diet, any calorie counting, any like keto, whatever you do have to address like your issues with food, and you have to think about what you can do for the rest of your life. And that's kind of the phase I'm at right now. But yeah, I just want to share with you guys my weight loss so far, and let me know if you have any questions. I love you guys.